So if you hadn't noticed, it's the next day, and it's actually Mother's Day, and I can't get a cup of coffee at the local place. But I just like driving around. I'm in Klamath Falls. It's a cute little old town that's got some good and bad. 20,000 people, nice houses and places. It's pretty cool. You know, you probably couldn't make any money here, but it's pretty neato. And so I'm just driving around. My 440 that needs lots of help. One of my thoughts is, while I'm around here, is who needs vacation when you live around here? I'm from the west, and a little bit there's a lot of water here is what I'm saying. Kind of interesting. Near Klamath, I think this is lower Klamath River. Kind of think there's going to be a dam down there. It's kind of interesting. You know, you see stuff when you get out. You also do burnouts in the dirt. Looks like this might be the base of Boyle Reservoir, which they look like they're draining. It's not a very big reservoir, but that's where the dam would be, and it's just it's a river here, back up to Klamath Falls up that way. Interesting. This thing's doing pretty well. Got a hot hood at the moment, leaning on it, trying to look at this stuff, but it's running fine. Another weird thing about here, see that thing ahead where that car just went? That's a volcano, part of the Cascade Range. I don't even know what it is. It's not Lassen, it's not Shasta, it's somewhere up Hood, or it's got to be near Crater Lake. Isn't that pretty cool? We'll zoom in on it. Yep. What's left of a volcano with snow on it. Well, I drive this everywhere for your view and pleasure. And definitely mine. Let's get out of here. That is very steep. But we got Torsen Detroit True Track. We'll just roll right up this baby, maybe. We'll scrape some exhaust. Yeah, not much. There we go. Off-roading. Gotta get back to Reno at some point, so we're going back to Klamath Falls past Boyle Reservoir. Back there. Wow. Pretty neato. Nobody out here.
Just about 5 is down. Natural
I just called Mom, talked to her for quite a while. It's Mother's Day. That was nice, yeah. But I want to tell you guys what I bought here in Klamath Falls. And let me get the key, because I didn't show anybody yet. Rebuilt that lock myself, found one online, exact lock, extra long. Here's what I bought. I was online since I couldn't get the motor that I was looking for. The guy said he sold it. I said, well, I'll go look for something else online. So what I came up with was this. He said he sandblasted that. This is a pre-1970 dual air snorkel for any Mopar. That'll clear the air conditioning. Something's wrong there. I gotta retweak that. I don't know quite how that got beat out. I thought it was flat here, but I've looked up and there is not a flat. This looks original. There's not a flat across here on other applications. This is a pre-1970 dual air snorkel for any Mopar. That'll clear the air conditioning. Something's wrong there. I gotta retweak that. I don't know quite how that got beat out. I thought it was flat here, but I've looked up and there is not a flat. This looks original. There's not a flat across here on other applications. So should I tell you how much? No, I ain't gonna tell you how much. But I gotta fix that hole. That's not supposed to be there. That's where the breather used to be. And then as I'm leaving, because the guy really had fun talking to me, and he used to have Mopars. He liked Challengers and Cudas and stuff. I was like, I want this too. I'm like, oh sure. Ooh, bugs. So that's the same top that's on my Cordoba. 400 cubic inches. Maybe someone will want that. Let me know. I'm not probably going to use it, but that's a 400 cubic inch low-po motor air cleaner. This is somewhere in the 60s Mopar, so I'm gonna fix it up. I'm pretty good with fine work on metal, but I'm not real good at it, so it's gonna take me a while, but I'll be able to get that out. I can probably weld that up. I might weld that or do something else with it, make that look a little better. And this is what I got. I paid a pretty penny for it. I thought it was perfect, but that's gonna be a little bit to get that to look quite right. But that's actually not damaged, it's just, as you can tell. So if you want it, let me know. This is stuff that I got at Klamath Falls because a motor that I was looking for looked like it was out from under me, but that motor is now still available in Spanish Springs near Reno, and the motor is a 1970 440, I believe HP. Actually, it doesn't matter, it's still going to have higher compression than this one at 8.2. It's probably 9.0 or 9.5. I'm actually not sure. If it's an HP block, it will be a 10.1 to 1, but I'll bet it's not an HP block. So I'm going to rebuild that one and then fix this motor. I think this motor's losing cylinder number 8 compression. It's hard to get that one to test it, so we'll see. There's the update. And guess where I am? I'm in Tule Lake, California, just right at the Oregon border. And this was the old Tule Lakes Lane. Interesting old town. I think it did a lot of work in Second World War, growing potatoes and stuff. But as you can see there, the roof is falling down, so it's gone. Nothing lasts forever, folks. Even that thing. But I'm gonna run it into the ground because I like to drive. check out the Lava Beds National Monument. See what that's like near Tule Lake. Oh, look at all the burnouts. Someone's wasting rubber on that bridge. I wonder why. Don't believe it. What do you think, left or right? I think it's left to go to the Lava Beds National Monument. God, everything's so green here. Deer crossing. Car coming. In my booster again, and so it's leaking out, but it helps the brakes work better. So pretty interesting. That's Tule Lake. It's very shallow looking. It's the end of the Klamath River, the North Klamath River. It's very, very shallow. Ooh, that's a pheasant. I just saw a pheasant. Never seen those before. They used to have a semi-cowboy hat from Disneyland that had two long pheasant feathers in it. I thought it was so cool when I was a kid, but I'm a geek. Tule Lake. Very interesting. Big block, bliss. Happiness in the big block. What do we got? Pheasants? Checkers? Pheasants. That was a pheasant. Couldn't see them, but they were walking across the road. Long tail feather. Man. That's a first for Stephen J. Oh, watch what you're doing. Don't want to pile up your 70-year-old car. More pheasants. Can't see them, but oh, all sorts of crazy birds at Tule Lake. Huh. Well, hold on. Talk to you later. park, so it's a national monument, ain't no park. Oh well. Bicycles, 15 bucks. They let bicycles in for like $5, man. Motorcycles, 20. What are you gonna do? And 25 for a private vehicle. I guess this is private. Yep. Lots of history here. The lady at the check-in said there was the Modoc Indian Wars. Not too happy to talk about, but you know, they're killed on both sides, and there was a cordoned off place with rocks, I guess, where the soldiers, U.S. soldiers were buried and stuff, and whatever. There's just lots of stuff to know, and that's lava rock. What's cool about this out west is there's like lava fields like this. Devil's Homestead, I guess. So we'll take a little look here. It's all rocky lava. Really rough stuff. I guess it's like that in Hawaii. There are places where there's certain kind of lava gets really rocky and stuff. Not maintained for public use. Must be a trailhead. There's a lot of green grass around here, so these lava beds are pretty old. I'm going to turn around. And I don't think I can see enough before I have to go home here. Oh yeah, sports radio. I'm not really into that stuff, sorry.
Yeah, it does.
Don't want to hit a rock. That's funny. Out there is a old barred roadblock. There must have been an old road that they don't use to go up there and look around in the old days. Okay, so we come down, back down onto the park road. Pretty steep right here.
I would have to imagine that out of all the booking camps this weekend, there were a couple of
rocks on road.
I gotta imagine Reno's comments were the harshest.
So that thing back there said black crater, and what it looks like is a fumarole, or like a place where it speeds up gases. You can't quite see it from here, but that just right at the top there looks like a little probably opening for gases and where things spewed out in the old days. Soft shoulder. These lava beds are pretty old because there are definitely lots of trees and stuff growing on them. I mean, relatively. We got Shasta, Mount Shasta. Can't see it. There it is. Mount Shasta, right there. Stephen J does all the time. Just go places. So this supposedly is Balcony Boulevard Caves. There's probably some caves out there. I ain't going. That's a lot of walking. Maybe they got to drive through Mopar Cave. Oh, someone stole the sign? I guess. Or they moved it. There's another one the other way. Probably the brass. One of the freaking brass out of that. No dogs, no bicycles, no motorcycles. Screening pass required. I think I got that from when I checked in. So, cave closed. Alternate entrance. Well, whatever. There it is. It's a ride to happiness. There is a fire lookout up there. It's probably staring at me, so I don't think I'll take a piss. Probably get knocks on me right now. That's looking like a classic cinder cone, but it's got a lot of trees on it that got burned. So it doesn't mean it's pretty old. Who knows how old, but I've been on many cinder cones, especially one in Lassen Park. It's all cinders. There's no trees or nothing on it. It's very black. It's really cool. Skull Cave. Nope. Maybe I got time for Hercules leg. Let's see. Hercules leg. Got my $120 flashlight. That's why streamlight, but it's not that. No, it's hard to work. Oh. Cave safety, cave softly. Interesting. Hi, lizard. What's up, bro? Blue. He's doing push-ups, and he's got the blue underside. Yep. Some sort of leg. So lava flows and it cools on above ground, and then it keeps flowing underground because it stays hot, and it makes these lava tubes. I guess there are a ton of them around here. These are pretty old. Well, you can see how the lava left a little bit off the roof. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder how far down it goes. Looks like it. Oh, not too far. I can see when I turn the light. Yeah, you can see that. So it just comes out the other end, I guess. But lava tube. Height of lava at different points. And then it comes out over there. Oh, gee. Fabulous. A little bit of water. A little cave in. Went that way a little bit. It's cool in here. Pathway. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Alright. Well, let's see what a lava tube is. Let's see. Let's put this on full power. Yeah, this thing's super bright. It's got 3 powers, and super bright is, I don't know, it's like 1,000 candle power. I don't know. It used to be into all this stuff, but things keep marching on. You can't stay up with it. There's a little pour off. And sort of just interesting. Back to lizards and asphalt. Dang, I guess I should let you guys know. So I got a belt squeal when I get to 3 grand with the AC on. I think it's pretty sure it's a fan belt because the dual pulley AC belt, when I turn off the AC, it still squeaks. So what I did is I went to Hobo Freight up there, Got myself an expensive, very nice half-inch drive. Look at that baby. That's going to help me just easily tweak the tensioner, which is right there. You put a half-inch in it, you loosen 2 bolts, so a little bit of radiator fluid out because they're going into that, and you tighten it and then tighten it down again. And my other one was too hard on my back because it was only less than a foot long, and I had to lift up and it was in the wrong place. So here we go. First we got to get this thing out of here, which is probably just, that wasn't too bad. Then you got to check and see if you can get this into the slot, which is right here, and it should be vertical, as I remember. There it is. Lock in there. All right, that's going to give me so much leverage. I can break things off. So I got to loosen up 2 bolts that go in and hold on the water pump housing, and retighten this and see what happens. 9/16. Power torque, so I can get in there more easily, although I can't because the wrench is in the way. So get the wrench out of the way, get in here and loosen these up. So it needs to go loosen that way. It's got to let a little radiator fluid out. Okay, that's the pivot bolt, and not be too loose. And then the actual slotted bolt is here. It's going to be pissing out a little radiator fluid already on the ground. Here we go. With this, yeah, I can see what it does. I think it's maxed out. I believe the slot is maxed out, so not sure what I can do about this. Just tighten and see what happens. We need a half-inch shorter belt, I would suppose. Go on. Not well. Don't slip off. There we go. All right. Let's see what happens. Find that wrench. Didn't really gain me anything, did it? 1, 2, 4, 5. Tighten. Don't think the belt's any different. So we'll see. Thumbs up. Oh, and this is how I drive. Someday, but just watch some race car drivers, what they do with the clutch and gas and everything. And I used to do with my 70 Roadrunner back in the day, so I didn't pile into people at the cruises. Man, this road out of the park is paid for slow going because it's got pretty bad dips and dings and pots, and the car rattles and bangs. Sometimes you can't even see the undulations because of the color. That's been hit by lightning multiple times. It's regrown the top. Well, that turned into a little better road, but not quite. I need to make some time. Back to the highway. You just gotta watch out for law enforcement. I am gonna go back a different way because I don't want to go through Aden. I'm gonna go through Alturas. It's a little better road. And I don't like to backtrack much. I like to see new stuff. So you missed it. I went back and capped off the vacuum leak, so I got this better. It was around 10 pounds or under. So I don't think the carburetor would be as efficient that way. But now I definitely do not have any power assist on the brakes. Got to hit them pretty hard. They still work. You know what I call cowboy capital of California is Alturas. Alturas has all sorts of small farms or cattle growing areas, and it's beautiful and separated, and I just think of it as the cowboy capital. Modoc auction yard, Modoc. So that's what I say. Have a look. That's 55 miles an hour. Sustained at 4,500 feet elevation. It is time to clean the windshield again. Alturas. Check that out. Yep. So I gassed up at 569 or so. I don't know, about 7 gallons. And I got myself some more juice with ice. So I should go for a while and be okay. Kind of road where you got to practice your safe driving and aware driving capabilities, because you never know what could happen. That was a Silver Streak trailer. I know all about them aluminum trailers. Yep. The little town of Likely down to 40 miles an hour. Nice place. Moving the house. likely. I just passed a sign that said next service is 70 miles, so if I get 10 miles a gallon, I'll be fine, but I probably get 10 to 14 depending on what I'm doing. Looks like we got some rain clouds. It's about 77 degrees. Perfect. Perfect. That's beautiful. I'll let you in on a little secret. Not really. When you have a very torquey motor, you can accelerate quickly and you can decelerate quickly. Yep. Useful sometimes. I just passed the summit. It said 5,500 feet. So with a normally aspirated motor, you should be getting 3% every 1,000 feet. So I'm at 15% less available power. 15% less available power at 5,500 feet. That's how I have to roll most of the time. Didn't know that, did ya? A little town of Madeleine, and that's about it. They do have a cool water tower, huh? Goodbye, Madeleine, California. Termo, 13 miles. I'm heading out into the desert now. There. Oh, it is. Want to see some 60-year-old wipers? Smeared the bugs. Fantastic. I just passed Termo, and Termo ain't no mo. 3 buildings, an old gas station burned out, and they're all dismembered, I'd say. Camp out here. More rain over there. Train tracks over there. This is just wide open country. If you like it, this is beautiful, and the weather is perfect. Still going nice, going out into the desert flat, and then we're going to have to cut back west to get around Honey Lake and hit Susanville and then come back to Reno. But the road's really nice for just people who like to drive through nice country and something that drives well. Interesting, there is well, rest stop in 1 mile, but here comes a downhill. It said 6%, which is It's pretty much. So we'll see what happens. We're coming off some plateau and drop down into more of the desert. Dropping down. Rest area on the downhill. Wonder what it's like. Don't know if I've ever stopped there or not. Got some motorcycles. Nice. We're probably going down 1,000 feet into more of the high plains desert. Down we go. Off the high plateau. Dropping down again another 500 feet to Susanville and Honey Lake in the background. And an old Chevy truck in front. Sunshine coming in. Getting close to home. Maybe an hour and 10. Oh man, there was a beautiful chicane back there. You missed it. Yeah, the Chevy is behind me a little bit now. Into the sunset. Before it was over a half a tank. So it was over a half a tank when I had 70 miles till there was a next service station. Well, yeah, it looks like it burned about 5-6 gallons. Could have burned about 5-6 gallons, so we're good. That's what I think. That thing's about 21 gallons for the whole tank. Dang! All I wanted was a little gas in Susanville, but it's taking forever to get to Susanville through the bugs. So here's another bit of altitude info. Every 1,000 feet you drop in altitude, you gain about 3.5–4 degrees Fahrenheit. And the opposite when you go up. Feels like the 80 or 82 around here. It is warmer. We're about 4,000 feet, I think, here, 4,500 feet. Come on, man. This is all out of my way, but I thought I could whip into Susanville and get a little inexpensive gas, but I think it took another 20 miles to get in here. First stoplight in 100 miles. I'm so over this getting gas in Susanville. Come on. So hopefully I'll show you on the way out. There's gonna be some really cool helicopters. They got a Huey, they got a Blackhawk, and they got a A7 Corsair airplane, I think. Anyway, old ones. They didn't even have bug juice for my windows. All three of their things were empty, so that sucks. There goes Mr. Speedy. So Reno will be 80 miles away. 80 miles. So I got enough gas. Just getting kind of tired, but I'm still in the big block from the Cold War era. Yeah. I saw a poster, I think it was in my old college auto class. It said horsepower for safety. And it's like so you can get out of people's way or past people with less danger. So I guess I got that covered. Man, that's a muddy lake out there. That's Honey Lake. It's pretty shallow. I got some sort of Dodge GMC behind me. Whatever. I am going to take a break at Red Rock Road. So get ready for a break at Red Rock. Maybe I can get music now.
Is 29%. That
AM radio.
It's a sentence, which is less than 4%. And as far as jury trials, they're unheard of in Manhattan. They offer sweetheart deals to criminals constantly.
Yeah.
They will make sure they don't go to jail.
Want to hear reverb?
So they don't.
Talk reverb?
Between January and May of 2023. 250 people accounted for
Talk reverb.
crimes being committed. But
Back
70% of them
non-reverb talk.
are still in the streets of New York City.
So here it comes. Here goes the turn signal. There it is. Gotta step on those hard without the added vacuum assist. Yeah, it's cricket time around here. Happened big time last year. Goddamn crickets. Did they? Crickets? Squish crickets? Whatever. Yeah, I hear the crickets. Infestation. Yep, when you like what you drive, it's nice to do things like this. Just walk up on it and go, yep, lucky. So I'm lucky I'm good because I made it happen. Power steering, but no power brakes anymore. Gotta press extra hard to get them to slow down. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do here. Oh, no problem. No problem. 200,000 or 300,000. Just this week, I've driven it 70,000 miles, so interesting. 600 miles in 2 days, and they weren't gentle. All for an air cleaner and keep the boredom from getting you down. Yep. A little sunset driving through the bugs. If only you could hear the deep, throaty bass on my big block. All you get is wind noise out this baby. Maybe someday I will get a microphone set up that makes it sound like it does when you're driving. Reno's over there, probably another 20 miles. Have a look at yourself. Lest we forget what this is all about. It's all about that. Oh, I got dirty. It's all about that. And that. Mostly that. It's 7 o'clock. Last startup till Reno. Yep. Oh yeah, bugged up to buggy, but it's sunset now. A little construction for our final. Although you can't see with the friggin' bugs. It's construction. But I'm home. It's 8 o'clock. The car worked. I could dual snorkeled and I saw some gorgeous country. Feel for that edge. I can see the crease from my deal. I do not want to have that. I'll probably need to put this in the vise and get that rounded right there and come around. Or you know what? Maybe it's better to, yeah, it's better. I can see what I'm doing from this side. So, I'm a little slow. I'm trying to talk through this. Be better if this table were really hard, but again, you have what you have and you get what you get when you do what you do. Oh, check this out. That edge would do a pretty good crease. That would be too pokey. That's too chiselly. I don't want to hit that. I want to blunt hit this. Kind of. But that edge. I need more rounded. I don't know if that's good enough. Just a little preliminary. You can squeeze metal in between stuff and stretch it, or you can, if it's bulged up and you hit it right, it'll flatten and shrink a little bit. I need something heavier to hit this. I think I'll turn this off, or we'll go with, this is gonna fall off. It's LED, so it probably won't blow out. Now it's in the way to do that. Now we get since the mass of this is pretty big, gotta overcome the mass with something. It appears to be okay. It appears it will be hitting in the right places, don't it? Yeah. I'm sliding it as I hit it because I don't want a hard crease. Just a bit of experimentation at the moment. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try something a little different here. Let's stop and start.